Now the S550 taillights do have a good look to them, but if you are looking for a step up from them with custom lighting for your 2015 through 2023 Ford Mustang, these RGB LED taillights with a black housing and clear lens are a set that you'll want to check out. Now these take a modern approach with the S650 inspired style and then put a twist on it with custom color choices thanks to the RGB capability being really good for a show car or even just a great way to make your Mustang stand out amongst the rest day to day. Now when they're off, as you can see, they have some pretty clean and subtle styling, but when they're on, they will for sure make a statement without the hassle of additional wiring or extra remotes with a plug-and-play setup and a Bluetooth compatible build for smooth operation. Now the biggest feature here is obviously the RGB LED lighting, which offers a modern appearance and a maintenance-free build with the design of the LEDs, but also the uniqueness of being able to have multicolor control. Now these feature dynamic light patterns and a memory function, which you can control on your smartphone, offering a number of different combinations and custom options, so you can really tailor these to your own liking. Now the lights also feature sequential turn signals and brake light modes and will function as normal with red running lights, yellow turn signal lighting, and an orange brake light to keep up to OE standards while also mixing in that RGB capability. Now these are pretty durable for a taillight setup with a black ABS housing and a clear polycarbonate lens, so they are impact resistant while maintaining a quality finish for a sharp look on the back of your Mustang. These also have a waterproof build with an IP67 rating, so you won't have to worry about any water or dust sneaking in and potentially harming the LEDs inside. Now speaking of the lighting, the LEDs are high output, they're incredibly efficient and maintenance free with a 50,000 hour lifespan, so you won't have to worry about changing a bulb with this set. You can just enjoy them and not have to worry about them once they're installed. Speaking of the install is also hassle-free with a plug-and-play harness for OEM connector compatibility, making it simple to get a custom look for your S550. Now this set is about $600, which is towards the higher end of the spectrum with taillights, but pretty common with a set that brings more to the table compared to a more basic choice. Considering that this has custom options, it has the S650 styling with a touch of that Euro clear lens, and a fully plug-and-play setup makes it worth that $600 price point if that ease and uniqueness is what you're looking for out of a set of taillights. Now install here is at 2 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter. However, it should take about an hour or so to get these fully set up and installed. At this point, I'm going to hand it over to one of our installers here. They're going to show you a detailed breakdown on how you can get these bolted up and plugged in. So that is going to wrap it up for what I have to say. Let's go ahead and get into the install.
For this install, you need a ratchet, a 10mm socket, and a trim clip removal tool. Today we're going to be installing taillights on our Mustang. But before we get into that, let's watch a quick video of how to uninstall them.
All right, we're going to start off by first popping the trunk to gain access to the inner panels here. All right, we're going to first start off by getting our liner out of the way there, and then we're going to remove the 4 plastic nuts holding the back plastic on. Over here as well. Set these to the side. All right, now I have a push pin removal tool. There are 2 Christmas tree clips that you have to remove. There's one here. There's one right on the other side. Now we can peel back our liner to expose our wiring harness right here, and then we have to get this 10mm nut off that stud right there. So you have to get this 10mm nut, and then these 2. Those are the only 3 holding in the taillight housing. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is unplug this taillight, and then take my 10mm socket. I am using a deep socket. Start loosening up this nut until it's finger tight, and you can back it off the rest of the way. Hold on to this hardware, you will be reusing it. Now there are 2 more up here as well. All right, we're going to repeat that on the other side as well. All right, now with your wiring and your 3 nuts removed, we can now pull straight back on our taillight assembly. Now there's gonna be a grommet right here that holds your wiring harness in place. Peel back that and bring back your plug. All right, it's the same step for this side as well. Pull straight back. Take your grommet out, as well as your plug.
Welcome back. Now that we've successfully uninstalled this taillight, we can go ahead and install the new one. One thing I would like to mention before we install these taillights, you do have a button to change the lights, but we're going to be using the app. So if you want to route this in a way where you can press the button, you can, but since we're going to be using the app, I'm just going to hide this away. There's no reason for this to be hanging out. Now that we have that established, you just want to put it through this hole, all the wiring. Then you want to plug up this grommet so no water gets in. Then you can install your taillight. Now that we have our taillight placed in, we want to start our nuts. There's going to be 3 of them, just like we took off. And there's one all the way back here. To tighten those down, we're going to be using a 10mm socket and a ratchet. Then after you get that tightened down, plug in your taillight. Then you want to grab your clip, put it back into place. Now that you have installed this taillight and put in that clip, you want to repeat the same process on the other side. Next step, you want to take your plastic piece that covers this area, you want to put it into place, like so. Now that you have that in, just take all your nuts and screw them into place. And do the same process on the other side. And lastly, pull this carpet piece back. Alrighty, that about wraps up this review and install of the RGB LED taillights with black housing and clear lens for a 2015 to 2023 Mustang. Thank you for watching, and remember, for everything Mustang, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.